review of the movie Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, which is equally thrilling in person and on screen. When will Taylor Swift's film career really take off? Has been a question that has been percolating in the back of many people's thoughts ever since she began breaking into the industry with cameo roles in The Giver and Valentine's Day, and then further restricted herself to Cats and Amsterdam cameos to keep her toes wet. But do we now finally have a response to that query? What else? Just because Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour is a plain representation of an ongoing concert tour that is set to become the most successful in history shouldn't make anyone think that it doesn't count as establishing her as a cinematic star. It's practically non-stop acting for 2 hours and 45 minutes, enlarged for the SoFi Stadium's back row and, now, IMAX and Dolby. It's unclear what she will do with long dialogue sections in the future, but she has already passed a $100 million screen test. One can remark that all of that expressiveness makes one think of the great sirens from the Silent Age. But in the Eras Tour, a movie made to be played loud enough to almost physically rock Exorcist and Paw Patrol sequels off adjacent screens, stillness is not regarded as being golden. An album-by-album celebration of pop music's best uninterrupted 10-album run since the Beatles went 1-2 for 1-2 in a very different era powers all that loudness. Apart from the addition of digital title cards that make it clear to less devoted viewers which era is being entered into, Lover, Fearless, Folklore, etc., Sam Wrench hasn't really changed what millions have already seen on stage this past spring and summer. As if casual viewers will actually care if their loved ones are shouting along to Evermore or Reputation, those chapter names seem to be a kind of gratuitous sop to all the plus ones that Swifties are about to drag into theaters. Serious fans won't require these visual cues, just as older audiences didn't want written cues to differentiate Abbey Road from Beatles for Sale. And dedicated followers memorize the set list. The spoiler-free blockbuster of all time may be this one. A quarter of the audience for this movie will likely have previously seen the Eras Tour in person, drag-alongs and all. And the remaining 75% will have viewed the poor bootleg live streams that ticket holders broadcast each night online. In whole or in part, the sole significant spoiler from Wednesday's premiere event is which 2 songs from her surprise song segment, which she performed acoustically each night, were used here as the movie's wild card tracks. Are you prepared for the answer?